Hi friends! So today I wanted to do a sort of palette roundup of what I have for Halloween looks. Some are actually kind of Halloween themed, and then some aren't. My idea on this is to show you don't necessarily have to buy all the Halloween releases that come out this year, and to show you that you can utilize palettes that you probably already have just by like looking at the color story. And of course, Halloween looks depend on what looks you want to do. If they're really bright and colorful, if they're really dark and grungy, or just dark and smoky, you can probably find something similar for less money if you just look around, or something like that. Okay, so my first palette I have is the Elvira Mistress of the Dark. This is obviously a Halloween theme. This is from Profusion Cosmetics. And it's got, your classic orange there. It's got the green, got a dark gray, got two green mats, and some glitter. Only one glitter, and the next other four sparkly ones are, shimmer shades. So that is an option. My next option is the Violet Voss Tie-Dye 4. And this one has got some nice bright colors in it. Got a few neutrals if you want to use this as transition shades. Got a nice bright white. That is an option. Next I have one that I don't think is available anymore, but this is the MAC Botanic Panic. And this has some nice bright colors in them. Some shimmer shades and a couple of lighter neutral colors. This next one is a small one. I think I got it from Morbid Cosmetics. This is Sleep Kills. Obviously Freddy Krueger inspired. And it's a small little palette. If you're doing a Freddy Krueger look, you got your green, you got your red for the sweater. And then a couple other shades. Brown for the hat. But these are all like shimmer shades, so if you're into that, I don't know if this is available, but if it is, if you're into Freddy, that's a Freddy one. This next one is the Ace Beauté Nostalgia palette, and this is a nice, colorful, bright color. There's a few darker ones to deepen up, a few shimmer shades, and these could be transition shades, depending on what what your look is. This next one, you're gonna be like, huh? The Garmon Girls That Time of Year palette. Yes, I know it's Christmas themed, but when you look at color stories, they can be whatever you want them to be, like whatever look you're going for. Because you've got some greens, you got a blue, some purples, a pink, like a brownie burgundy type color, and all these really special, like these special shades are all fantastic and can add to whatever look you're trying to do. So really take a look at your palettes and see what color stories you have and what you can get out of them, and not just determine what you would use them for according to how they're marketed. These two are absolutely obvious. Scooby-Doo, the 2 Scooby-Doo palettes from Glamlight that they released last year. This one is the darker colored one. This is the Creeps and Crawls. Beautiful, beautiful colors and beautiful shimmers. And this is the Referral Reggae. A little bit different color story. You got a nice murky green color in there. They both go well together. They work well separately. But obviously this is Halloween themed. Because Scooby-Doo is all about Halloween feel. This one is one of the only Morphe palettes that I have, that I kept. This is the 10G Glisten Up. And I don't think this one is available anymore. But if you have it, take it out and play with it. It's all shimmer and glitter, which are great for toppers, or eyeshadows can be used on your face if you want to do a colorful face painting without doing face paint, or, you know, depending on what you're doing for your look. Just play around with. Nice bright colors. Next is the Lunar Beauty Life's a Drag Facelift Palette. You got your neutrals over here that you can use, and then you have some shimmer shades, and then you have your rainbow colors over here. This one is the Lorella Night Pinker palette. And it's got softer colors. It leads more blue and pinky. They're really pretty colors. Got some shimmers. You can darken up with the gray. Only has more like one neutral in here, but... Next is the Ace Beauté Classical Paradise palette. This one is a nice fall color palette. You can go kind of grungy with it. I love that green apple color. It's a nice grungy green color. So this is not only great for fall, but, you know, Halloween. I can't remember if this was an Ice Cream Beauty or Slayland box, but if you have this one, the guy at the from Chantico Beauty, this is got some rainbow colors in it, some neutrals. That's like a reddish color. You get a nice green matte. So if you have this one, if you liked it, play around with it. My Wicked Widow Beauty. This is the Edward Scissorhands. The second Edward Scissorhands palette they did. And I picked this one over the other one because of the color story. That one, I think, leans a little more blue, which is fine if you're doing a blue look. But you've got some nice greens, you got some purples, a couple of blues, like a very interesting bluish green color here. And these shimmers are wonderful. You can deepen up with that if you want. Yeah. Next is the Chucky palette from Glamlight. This one came out last year. It's back again, restocked. And I love this one because it is so dark and yummy. Like, the color story. I love the darker colors over here. It's got a black. It doesn't have a white, but almost every palette has a white, so you can pull from another palette if you need a white. That looks so pretty. But this is a nice, darker palette, if that's the kind of look you're going for. And it's obviously horror/Halloween themed. Now this is the Michaela by Glamlight. the top two, I believe. This has a pretty color story. You got periwinkle into purple, you got a black into the lighter purples, you got the light green into the darker greens, that nice grungy type green color there. Then you got, you know, different shimmer shades all over to go with all the mattes or use on their own. Really great. Glamlight's formula is wonderful, and it's a pretty color story that you could, if you have it, you could use it for whatever you're trying to create. This next one is by a company called AB Cosmetics, and I found them on Instagram one night on a live, and kind of became kind of friendly with the woman that is behind the company, and she was pumping out products for a while, and then I think she had a baby, so she took a little break. I saw within the last month or two, maybe three, that on her Instagram it said that they were going to be coming back, but I haven't seen anything as of yet. But I hope they'll come back because her formula is really nice. And this is a nice kind of rainbow palette mixed in with some neutrals. These shimmers are really fabulous. I don't know if I'm on camera. Like these colors and the shimmers, they are really fabulous. This is like a really, really small particle glitters in the matte. And I think that one too. But the rest of these are shimmers. I think this one was called the pink palette because it's got a faint pink color to it. I believe that's what they called it. If you are into glitter and you want an eyeshadow palette for it, or of it, this is thebomb.com by Jolie Beauty. And this is nothing but like glitter. They have a couple of different palettes of glitter. This is one color story. So if you are someone who likes glitter, these are pretty fabulous. They really are. Look at that beautiful, vibrant blue. You got green, pink, gold, two different kind of tones of gold. Really fabulous. My next one is another Jolie Beauty. This is the Sorceress, and this is, I think, their best-selling palette as of the moment. I think it's their first palette they came out with. And this has a little bit of color to it. And you get a little variety. But they have really great smoky kind of colors. It's the glitters and the shimmers that are really, really make this palette pop for me. They're really fabulous. I believe I have a video already with this swatched if you're looking to see it. Most of these I probably have a video already with me swatching them. Yeah. Really, I love this palette. Another Jolie Beauty palette. This is the Zombified, so this is obviously horror, Halloween related theme. You got the little hands crawling out of the ground. And this one is very bright. You want bright colors? They are in here, along with some darker colors. Again, you got a couple. You got one of the glitter formulas, and then the rest of these are the shimmer formula. So only one glitter if you're not into glitter. So you're not buying a palette that has more than one shade you're not going to use. Really vibrant and beautiful. And my last one I think that I have that I rounded up is my Scott Barnes Mesmerize palette. I don't know if you can see the changes. This is a very expensive palette. I don't expect you to have it, but if you do, take it out and play with it, especially this time of year. I do have a swatched video on my channel of this. This is all dramatic if you're doing smoky eye. Because this palette is expensive, I don't encourage you to use this for your face. Use something else because it's not cheap. And these sparkle shades are amazing. And this is my favorite shadow shade of anything I have. I don't know if I can do it like this. This gives you the wettest look with a shadow without being wet. And you can shear it out, smoke it out, and it still gives you a wet look. It's not glitter, it's not shimmer, it's magic. I don't know. But that is my favorite. If he ever sold this single, I would buy it. Even the regular black is a nice black. It's not too deep when you first put it on, but you can build it up. So if black intimidates you, you put this on top. Oh my goodness. You have a nice, deep, intense, wet black look. So if you're doing a dramatic or a goth look, if you have it, don't go out and buy it, especially for Halloween, but it's a gorgeous palette. Alright friends, so those are the palettes that I currently own that I would consider use for Halloween looks, depending on what it is that I was going to do. These are the ones that I strictly would use, and I actually did plan on using them for Halloween this year, but I had a bunch of stuff planned, and to be honest with you, I have not had a creative bone in my body, between my dog being sick, and then everybody around me having things going on in their life. I just don't have it in me, and I apologize for the lack of makeup content. I've been doing crystals and stuff. I will get back to doing makeup, but I can't do it right now. And I'm really sorry, because I was going to have a blast this year. I had a whole month planned, and I don't have the energy or the creativity to do it. So I do apologize, and I hope you guys are going to stick with me. Because, this too shall pass, and I will snap out of my fog and get back to, I don't know, I also don't have money to purchase anything, so that is why I figured I would show you what I have. So if you are broke, or you have very limited income, and you can only buy one palette, or one makeup release, don't feel like you're missing out, because if you have a few palettes already, you probably have plenty to play around with and create looks with. I don't want you to fall into the category of you feel like you're missing out because you're not buying every new release. Unless you're a content creator, and that's how you make your money, by getting all the new releases and reviewing them, don't feel you have to keep up with the Joneses, because you don't. But like, the only thing I really wanted so far that I saw was that Chucky palette, and that was a gift from a subscriber, a surprise. So other than that, I don't know if I would be buying any new makeup this holiday season, which kills me, because I see a lot of cool things out there. So instead of feeling down that I couldn't buy anything, I went and I looked through what I have that I could play with, and I thought I would share with you guys in case you're in the same financial boat. Don't fall for the gimmick of, ooh, it's got the cool packaging. Unless it's a company you love the formula, you're taking a chance sometimes with the quality of what you're buying. And I don't want you to fall into that, So, just want you to play with what you got, and don't feel like you're less of because you didn't buy the newest release. Okay? So, that's my hope for you. That was the intention of showing you different varieties, not just your typical Halloween colored palettes. Look at your other color stories, and if you're dressing up, or if you just want to play around and make Halloween makeup for yourself because it's therapeutic or it's fun for you, look at what you already have and save yourself some money. All right, friends, until next time. Bye.